Okay children, today we will start our next topic, that is international law and India. As earlier we knows that about the international law and municipal law. I told you about that. So where in the constitution the topic of international is given, that is given in this topic. We will read that under which article international law covered in the constitution. So you have to highlight the article 51 of the Indian constitution specifically states that states shall adhere to foster respect for international law and treaty obligations in the dealing of organized peoples with one and another. Means which articles of the constitution says that we have to respect international law? If you are not, that is your duty to obey the international rules or regulation. That is given under article 51. Another article, take out this, article 253 of the Constitution of India says that the Parliament and the Union of India have power to implement treaties and even interfere in the power of state government in order to give power to provision of international treaties. Means under article 253 of the Constitution also under article 253 also says that we have to that the Parliament has power to interfere in the process of state government or in order to provision of international treaties, that Parliament have right to interfere in the treaties. जो भी international law में treaties पास हुई हैं उसमें उस Parliament को power है बोलने का, है ना. India generally follows that mindly affirming a treaty by way of ratifying it by the assent of executive unless the treaty requires ratification by way of act of the legislature. Means India is following the treaty of the international law. I told you about the treaties in the essential elements we have read about the ratification. If some ratification are there in the treaty, that must be known by the legislature. लेजिस्लेचर के असेंट के बिना नहीं होगा, एग्जीक्यूटिव के असेंट के बिना नहीं होगा. सो दिस वाज डिसाइडेड इन सम पर्टिकुलर केसेस दैट द असेंट मस्ट बी टेकन फ्रॉम द पार्लियामेंट बिफोर रेटिफिकेशन. दैट इज फर्स्ट केस केशवानंद भारती. इट वाज ऑब्जर्व्ड दैट द कोर्ट मस्ट इंटरप्रिटेट द प्रोविजन ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इन लाइट ऑफ चार्टर ऑफ यूनाइटेड नेशन. In the Keshavananda Bharati case, it was decided by the Supreme Court that court must interpret the provision of constitution, right? है ना, मतलब you have to, if international law is deciding any case, okay, so they have to look the provision of the constitution also, है ना. यूनाइटेड नेशन को कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के प्रोविजंस को भी देखना पड़ेगा when they decide the cases. Next, another case is Bhai Patel, Magan Bhai Patel versus Union of India. There is an evolution of the philosophy of role of international treaties to which India is party to with relation to Indian constitution. Means there is another case in the Magan Bhai Patel versus Union of India where it was says that international treaties play a very important role in India. Like इंटरनेशनल लॉ के भी केसेस को हमको डिसाइड किया गया है जो उनको भी हमें इंडिया में भी अप्लाई करना होगा. लाइक इन दिस केस द कोर्ट हेल्ड दैट इफ द ट्रीटी और इंटरनेशनल एग्रीमेंट रिस्ट्रिक्ट द राइट ऑफ द सिटीजन और मॉडिफाई द लॉ of the state would required have legislative measures. Like अगर इंडिया ये बोल रही है कि if you have any amendment in anything or you are decided to state has decided any modification in the law, that acceptance must be taken from the legislature से acceptance लेना पड़ेगा. For example, if India is a party to the international agreement, है ना, we are the party, we have joined the international law in 1996. So if the India is a part of the international agreement, then the killing of the species of tortoise is restricted in the international law and trade to certain fishermen by prohibiting killing of the tortoise. Means killing of tortoise is punishable in the international law, so that would be applied in the India also. Means that will be punishable in India's laws also. If this treaty is enforced in India, the Indian Parliament needs to pass a domestic legislation regarding prohibition of killing of such tortoise species. Means India को भी वो law बनाना पड़ेगा कि killing of जो tortoise है, you have to stop that, है ना. तो means if international law has made some rules or regulation, then Parliament or the legislative body have to amend the our constitution also and have to make the law for them. For that purpose, है ना. If no such right is restricted, then it does not need to have a legislative measure to enact intact it or give rise to some weight in the domestic law and the treaties. If no changes is made in the international laws, then there will be no requirement to change in the Indian laws, India law, है ना. तो India law में भी changes करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है if there will be no changes in the international law. It is also very clear of Indian law that international treaties cannot on their own override domestic law, है ना. It is very clear now. International treaties cannot override the domestic law of the countries, है ना. Means अपने law के ऊपर नहीं हो सकता. We also made the law for that purpose. हमने ही बनाया है तो we are both are sailing in the same boat, है ना. So hence these treaties which are not enabled by the legislature will not have the same force in law contradictory law provided for. अगर contradictory थी, अगर उसमें कोई problem थी, then that legislature will not pass that law and the international treaties will have to ratify their law. However, in case of Sheila Barse versus Secretary, another case, third case of this topic, Secretary Children's Aid Society, that the Supreme Court held that India had ratified conventions regarding the protection of children, and this placed an obligation on the state government to implement these principles, है ना. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज़ हेल्ड दैट टू रेटिफाई रिगार्डिंग द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द चिल्ड्रंस इन इंडिया. इफ वी एम्प्लॉय चिल्ड्रंस बिलो द एज ऑफ 14 years, दैट विल बी अ पनिशेबल ऑफेंस. सो दैट मस्ट बी रेटिफाइड इन द इंटरनेशनल लॉ ऑल्सो, है ना. दिस केस इज इन विच देयर वॉज नो कॉन्ट्रैक्टी लॉ, कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ही नहीं है, नो प्रॉब्लम, नो इशूज इज देयर कि आप बच्चों से आप वर्क लोगे. सो दैट टाइप लॉ मस्ट बी इंटैक्टेड और दैट लॉ मस्ट बी चेंज्ड in the international law also. They are supplementing law already enforced by the court or Indian laws में भी आपके enforced है, the prohibition of children's labor. Next case, Vishaka versus State of Rajasthan. In this case, it was decided that Indian courts used the provision of Convention on Elimination of all forms of discrimination against women. Means you have to stop the discriminating the women from the society. अलग ट्रीट नहीं करोगे. इन द विशाखा वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ राजस्थान में डिसाइड किया गया दैट विल बी लीगल. सो दैट विल बी ऑल्सो पनिशेबल इन सेक्शुअल हरेसमेंट, है ना. पर्टिकुलरली इन दिस केस सेक्शुअल हरेसमेंट इज डिसाइडेड दैट विशाखा गर्ल इज देयर, दैट someone done the sexual harassment to that lady. So for them that case was decided. So India has dealt with the interplay of international law as per the need of day, and while any restriction of rights requires the need for an amendment by the legislature enhancing or broadening the scope. So we have seen that in this topic, if any law is made in the international law, that law must be supplement to the domestic law of that country. Nothing the contrary or similar in the domestic law. As long as legislature ने law बनाया है, if international law has made some rules or regulation, then the legislature must have to amend our law system, their law system. They have to amend their law system. Domestic laws में changes करने होंगे इंडिया में भी. So in this topic we have seen that the international law have their own importance and the domestic law have their own importance. Both are having their importance. Next topic, dispute resolution. In the domestic scenarios, dispute may be resolved by the various method. Means in the international law, how the dispute will be resolved by the various method like mediation, conciliation, arbitration. In the international law, there may be dispute regarding a large number of issues relating to the treaties and seen basic comments on international law. Means there will various ways through which you can solve the cases in the international law. You can mediate your case, you can concile your case, or through the arbitration you can solve your cases. Nextly, so in the event each such disputes arises between the state or even between individual or in the state, there are certain institution or mechanism in which your dispute can be resolved. Means in the international law we have seen the private international law. Some examples are given now. So through which you can go and you can solve your dispute. If individual matter, then you will go private international law, and some certain institution are set up by the international law. So you can solve your dispute through that institution also. By this topic is also gets over. Dispute resolution means how you will solve the disputes